Where is he? You didn't see him?
Take a deep breath. Who?
It's the boogeyman. He's gonna kill you!
Boogeyman. That's it. That's the Myers house. That's where it happened. Halloween, 1963. Hey, Frank?
Yeah.
There's a dead dog in here.
What?
Nothing.
Don't shoot.
Frank, what?
Shh. Go for it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Easy. Ugh. Smutty lips.
Haddonfield, where nothing exciting ever happened.
Drop him or I'll shoot! Michael! I'm warning you! God damn it!
We're gonna get you some help, okay? Hang in there. It's gonna be okay, all right? Stay with me. Stay with me, okay?
Why, hello, how you doing? How can I help? And all done. You're good.
We come. Sorry. Sorry.
Stop! Michael, stay back!
Hey, the IAA is really...
Just the two of
The idea is different from that of Costain.
book and, well, who needs books and all my books? I mean, it doesn't really matter if you have your books or not. Hey, isn't that Devon Graham?
Riddle was watching you, Lori. Mr. Riddle is 87. He can still watch. It's probably all he can do.
Well, maybe a few minutes. I've got to take...
It is important.
10 minutes.
I'll be here.
early bird gets the worm.
Late mom gets the waffle buckers.
Hustling plus hurried plus bustling plus worried. It all adds up. With Mary Maid's professional cleaning services, you'll have one less thing to worry about. Mary Maids, relax. It's done.
Chaz will end up in prison over his 5 felonies. There's tough guy Chaz, who thinks jail is a joke. Then there's the child Chaz, who doesn't understand what jail really is.
Jail doesn't scare me in the slightest. Losing my freedom still. That's time I can't get back. Me personally, I feel like I'll be alright. Half the city locked up right now in the county jail. You say you're gonna send me to prison with my friends that got locked up for doing bad stuff, and you gonna keep me in there with all of them? I'm gonna get out probably 10 times worse. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I go to prison, you always got that number on your back. That ain't never coming off.
My next guest, Joseph, is a former Los Angeles gang member and says he has a few words for Chaz. I've known Joseph for a good while now, and his son Joey is here with him. And I find that interesting because you're here, your dad's here. Joseph, we've talked about this already, and he's playing at this life. You've lived this life. What do you want to say to him?
You know, prison life, man, is a whole different ballgame. You know, you're half white and you're half black, correct?
Yes, sir.
So when you hit the state, you're gonna choose one.
Oh yeah, I know.
Which side are you gonna choose?
Neither. I'm choosing mulatto.
You have no choice. You're gonna run with the blacks or the whites. You have no choice. So if you choose the blacks, the whites are always gonna hate you. If you choose the whites, the blacks are always gonna hate you. And that may not be in your chest, but it's outside of your realm now, because you're put in their world. And then you have to do, excuse my language, you have to do things that you may not want to do. You're a good-looking dude. I love women, but you're a good-looking dude. And let me tell you, going to the joint is nothing nice. And you seem like you got a great heart, man. You got some charisma. Like my man's over here say, you got beautiful charisma. And that's with all due respect. And you a track star, bro? Like you 17, you were faced with 5 felonies. You gonna do prison time. I hope you don't, but you're gonna do prison time. But until you find it in you to live for something, your mom, you love your mom. I heard you have a little brother, right? Of course. This is my son, 21. I was gone the first almost 6 years of his life, man. He just graduated college, only because he gave me a purpose to live. When I came home from prison, I left them. They wanted to kill me because I betrayed the ones that I loved the most. But I had a purpose now, my son. And it's hard to stand on your own, but it's a beautiful thing when you actually stand on your own and you find that self-worth, because ain't nothing outside can touch you anymore.
Joey, he's turned this around, right? I mean, you've watched it since he's come back and actually made a different path in his life, right?
Oh yeah, like 100%. Just seeing, I mean, I was 5'6" when he got out of jail, so just seeing how he's grown from then to now is amazing. He's a completely different person.
And you're the first in this family line to break the cycle.
Yes.
You didn't go the gang route. You're the first in this family to break that family line.
But you can do that. All this hustle, the game, put that in the bars, bro. You teach him that. Your little brother looking up to you like an idol, bro. You God to him.
Oh, no, and that's why I don't let nothing.
But let me tell you, he's gonna be like, gone. I'm faster than the police, too. You don't want your little mans to do that, right?
Of course not.
No. So you gotta be that little brother, man. You gotta be that big brother and love him, bro. Because you can do that. I promise you.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you super.
Are being turned upside down by our 15-year-old son, Dawson.
Dawson has gone from a preppy style child, wearing boots, shoes, preppy clothes, and now he's trying to be gangster. Dawson is dangerous and he's completely out of control. Soon after we moved, Dawson started hanging around with, to say the least, the wrong crowd. If you ask me, it's a bunch of thugs.
Dawson will get an attitude and call me his bra, and I'm his mother. He started getting into trouble. Dawson was caught distributing pot at school. He was expelled.
Dawson and his friends were caught giving pills to a girl at the local skating rink. The next thing I knew, the police were at our front door bringing Dawson home that night. I was furious. Dawson's become really fascinated with guns.
When you look at his social media page, it's full of him with guns and drugs. Now Dawson's been running away. Just a few weeks ago, Dawson disappeared. We contacted the police.
The local news even ran stories to be on the lookout for him.
Berkeley County deputies need your help to find a 15-year-old runaway. The sheriff's office says Dawson was last seen Monday morning.
After 6 days, the police did find Dawson.
Dawson refused to come back home with us. Dawson said he wanted to stay with his dad's sister, his Aunt Abby.
He was at my sister's house for 4 days, and he took her van and took off. He picked up a 13-year-old girlfriend. He was driving 110 miles an hour down the road and posting it to social media. We were able to track him down.
Now Dawson is back home. Our house is basically turned into a prison.
Dawson's staying in the house pretty much 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We've added extra security sensors and cameras. We're just watching his every move.
We even purchased cuffs to keep him in the house. We haven't used them yet. Now we're looking at some Dawson. I just don't want to think he's lost.
Biggest fears he's going to end up in jail or end up dead.
Okay, guys, can we just jump right in here? We're talking about your son. So, I raised 2 boys, so I relate to these boys and all the things that they get into and all the temptations that they're looking for. Are you truly surprised? Did this just come out of the blue?
I'm very surprised. Dawson has always been, he's always been on the mischievous side, but it did seem like as soon as we moved, the legal stuff started happening. I had no idea idea he was interested in any criminal
How old
activities.
was he when he moved?
13.
Yeah, because this was his life, right? I mean, he looks like a happy kid. He's hanging out, he's playing in the snow, fishing, turtles, big smile, puppies. This is what you want, right?
And he enjoyed every bit of it. He was always social, ran around the neighborhood, played with all the children.
When you guys moved,
Yes, sir.
okay, and concurrent with the move, soon after we start to see pictures like this.
Yeah, these all came to light in the last month and a half, where when he ran away the first time, and we really started digging and trying to find him, talking to any friends he communicated with, he absolutely started talking with his aunt. So we were able to get some of these images, and it was simple. It was.
Why were you getting from him? Are you not following him
He blocked.
on his social media platforms?
Not on the Snapchat.
He has fake names. We don't know the names of it, so he changes his name into these strange names so he doesn't allow us to be. My husband's not on social media. I'm only on Facebook.
Okay, let's start making a list. That's your first mistake, okay? You need to be tracking this boy everywhere he goes. Seems like everybody else knew a lot about this because he's created this whole persona out there.
You get me? Okay. Maintaining the integrity of the plane is a priority here. Don't rush this. Looks like a shit show down there. Clear the airstrip before you think about taking that bird into the sky. The plane gets shot up, we're back to Alpha. Pago's cell phones are going loco, people. Expect more of them any second now. But remember, the mission is the plane.
When Gabe got cancer, our entire lives turned upside down. Now we have to save him from this gang lifestyle that he's trying to lead.
Stop calling the cops on me.
You don't expect me to call the police when you're running away, stealing guns. I sometimes feel that his treatment, the chemo took a piece of his soul. It was like a switch flipped. He was angry, became very aggressive, verbally, physically. He was not himself. 10 years old, he was definitely starting to hang out with homies and thugs. Age 12, Gabe broke into an elementary school and vandalized it. He served 2 weeks in juvenile hall, but he was placed on probation until the age of 15. At age 13, he had tried cocaine, and I heard that he was also popping Xanax. Last year, Gabe came storming through the door. He was covered in blood. I thought his nose was broken.
You robbed the wrong person who was a homie. You stole guns from him, okay? On accident.
He said that he had broken into a house and stole some firearms. The gang members beat the crap out of him. My husband Jason and I fight and disagree. I'm not a parent. Gabe, I'm the stable one in the relationship. I attend most of all the court dates, the probation meetings, school meetings. I feel like Jason contributes very little energy to the family. Things have been pretty rocky the last few years between Jason and I.
What exactly it is you think I need to change?
I kind of feel like it's the Jason show. You know, like you're just kind of self-absorbed. Like I feel like I'm talking to the wall every time I come home. I'm hoping coming here we can get some help to communicate better so that we can be better parents for Gabe. We need answers, we need solutions, we need a way to try to save Gabe because we just don't know what to do with him.
Sharon's best friend, Rosalie, says Gabe's illness is not to blame for his behavior. She says it's his parents.
I absolutely believe Sharon and Jason parent out of guilt. I feel like Gabe is at the point of no return.
Why is somebody trying to do
Because
something?
we're in the streets, bro.
What do you mean you're in the street?
It's popular where I live at.
the streets.
Alright, I don't give a bro. I'm in the streets.
I asked Gabe if he was in a gang, and he advised me that he actually is now currently active. When Gabe misbehaves, they make excuses and blame the cancer and all of the treatment that he went under. They allow him to get away with murder. Gabe is causing more conflict between Jason and Sharon, and their relationship has always been a struggle. They haven't shown their children what a healthy, loving relationship actually is. It's no wonder why Gabe is looking for the attention from his homies, because he probably feels like he's not getting it at home.
Who's responsible for you? Us. Probation is over
I did
for
what
you.
I did. You?
What?
We're already hitting a probation. I want to get my son on probation.
Because I needed some kind of support. People can't just go around doing whatever they want.
Sharon and Jason are constantly yelling at each other. They're just so disconnected and don't really even like each other. Jason makes it really hard for Sharon to parent. Sharon will try to set down the law for Gabe. Jason comes in and changes the law that she just laid down. Sharon also does drink to tune out Jason when he is home and what he's doing to make her feel bad. I do believe that Jason is completely checked out of this marriage. If Sharon and Jason don't get their life together, I don't understand how they expect Gabriel to get his life together.
Okay, thank you both for being here. Rosalie, you have a different perspective on this than you do. You have a different perspective on it than his father does. So we got a lot of different points of view here. But the one thing we agree about is that this young man's in trouble.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think he is ganged up at this point?
I'm not sure. You know, he says he's active, you know, but then he says, no, I'm not trying to join the gang. So that's why some of them are coming after them because, you know, he's presenting himself like he's in the gang. He's hanging out with the kids in the gang, but, you know, he said he hasn't been jumped into it yet. We can't get a real answer. Yeah.
And you wanted to talk without Jason out here to begin with, his father out here to begin with. Why?
I'm just intimidated by him. You know, he kind of rides over me, and I tend to shut down when he starts talking. He doesn't let me have a voice.
I have prepared Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, are English muffins from England?
Heavens no. They're from the pantry.
Are you from England?
Nay, I am also from the pantry. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Well, I want to introduce Gabe to Joseph Lucero, who you've all met already today. He's a former Los Angeles gang member. He spent half of his life in the first 25 years in the penitentiary. I'm concerned about his future, if he has one. What do you think?
Gabe, you a miracle, bro. You weren't supposed to come this far. There's a lot of pain in that chest, bro. Probably a lot of questions. Why me? Why didn't I die? Why am I still here? Why am I alive? Why the hell did I have to get cancer? Why the hell did I have to go to juvenile hall all the time? Yeah. But from today forward, it doesn't have to be like that. Your homies can still be your bros. Because I said that love is real. But you gotta do something for you. Gabe's gotta live now. What do you love to do? Sports, music, anything. I like music. You love music. You write bars? Yeah. Oh, so you got 16 on me right now? Give me 16.
Spent 2 years in and out locked in. Kept coming back, filling that probation. I be trying to stay out, trying to do my own. But you already know, lil' homie be struggling, being sent to play, man. Got me up. All I was thinking is I'ma keep my head up. Shout out to my fam, shout out to my brothers, shout out to all those other homies being in struggles. I'm just kicking back, I ain't really doing stuck in this building, locked down in this bitch. When I was locked up, I was
You guys, I got goosebumps. You just told me a story. That is success. That is you. That is you channeling what you're going through. Everybody in the crowd, what do they do? What do you guys do?
Oh, chill out.
That's a good feeling, though, isn't it? Yeah. To get your ass on the wall, put your hands behind the back. It's better than that, ain't it? Yeah. That's love, bro. That's acceptance. That's what we all want.
You got to take him out of this situation, because if you don't, he's going to die. He's been shot at 3 times. That's 3 times too many.
From survivor.
At 16 months old, he battled stage 4 cancer.
To street thug.
The first time I got locked up in juvie, it was cool. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here with my homies.
What exactly happened here?
I got smacked up.
You said that you were stealing some guns from the wrong person.
We are all scared for his life.
Will he accept his family's help? We're leaving right now. Can I ask you for information?
I'm not leaving, bro.
All new Dr. Phil. I can't wait for America to see this. $10,000 every
every second for 2 minutes. The countdown begins soon.
Whew.
Our son Gabe's attitude makes things very stressful for us. What do you think your definition of the word punk is?
What are you trying to tell me, dude?
Gabe is a big boy. Gabe is going to do what Gabe wants to do. It doesn't mean I don't care about him. I had trouble in high school with drugs and alcohol. I was on probation. I went to juvenile hall. I understand the world Gabe's in, and I know it's not too late for him. Sharon and I are not on the same page when it comes to parenting. Sharon has a tendency to make it about her. 90% of our conversations has me saying, Sharon, this isn't about you. Try to see it from Gabe's point of view. If I say this, she's going to get mad and storm off. It gets to the point where it's like, why am I bothering with this conversation?
I know,
You're looking
right?
for something
Half the
that
time
I
I
don't know
talk
what
to you and I say, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
So I get frustrated. We argue more. Nothing gets resolved. Gabriel ends up basically winning the situation, and now there's like total tension. I'm not a cop cruising the beat trying to bust Gabriel. He knows we don't want him smoking pot. He knows we don't want him drinking alcohol or breaking the law. Unfortunately, Sharon is going to make him not break the rules. If I even try to point out something from an outside perspective, she'll think that I'm coming down on her and I'm on Gabe's side and it's the whole world against Sharon. Sharon has always been a drinker. I'm going to tell you straight up. I do not like talking to you when you're tipsy or drunk. Period. You slur your words.
All right, point
and it's
taken.
not
Enough.
saying. Don't say enough. Because that's about 80% of the time. I would point out to Sharon while she was trying to discipline or reprimand Gabe that she sounded tipsy. And I'm like, when you sound tipsy, he's not listening to you. That's when she feels like she has the courage to speak her mind. Unfortunately, it's kind of a rambling. I am of the firm belief that me and Sharon have to be on the same page for any of this to work with Gabe. Because he will play us against each other. So if we're not on the same page, I do not see this working for Gabe. And I'm in fear that Gabe is going to end up shot or in prison.
Tell me what you mean by being on the same page.
I'm of the belief, and it's not that I let Gabe do what he wants to do. Gabe is going to do what he wants to do. So when I say us being on the same page, Sharon doesn't seem to think that she doesn't realize that yelling at him or in his face, it doesn't work.
But you're saying you need to be on the same page. You mean your page.
No, we could be on, okay. Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest.
When I talk about us being on the same page, I mean communicating with each other, because she'll start to reprimand it. And if I even am like, calm down, then she instantly thinks I'm on his side. And then she starts reacting and arguing with me and yelling at me about it.
You belittle her in front of her children, calling her drunk.
I don't belittle her.
Yes,
I
you
belittle
do.
her.
I have been
Rosalie,
there before.
Okay, and I can understand where you get the idea of what you think about her. I mean, there's definitely some things I would like to clear up, first of all. Okay, when it comes to being in the hospital, she might have been in the hospital with him 60 to 65% of the time. I was there the other 35 to 45% of the time. This is when you started drinking. You talk about all the times that, think about you opening a grape juice can so you could be constantly drinking wine in the hospital with our son.
When my girlfriends came to make me feel better and do my hair, and like, you know, it was a very stressful situation. Our kid was dying.
So,
like, give me a break, really?
Okay, so again, if we can't be honest with each other about stuff like this, then I really
Have you ever locked up your pot? I see you talking about her alcohol, but what part of this are you going to take responsibility for?
Okay, when it comes to responsibility,
you were smoking pot the other night with your kid, last night.
You were smoking pot with my kid too, Rosalie.
Not Gabriel. Not Gabriel.
Okay, you know
I've
what?
never smoked pot with Gabriel. Jadian's 21.
Okay, so you guys want to lie and make me look like a bad guy? That's fine.
I'm here to be honest.
I'm not a perfect person, Dr. Phil. No dishes. Okay, hold on. And I can understand why you'd see that. You've heard nothing but these guys' point of view.
No, I'm wanting to hear your point of view, but what I hear you saying is you have abdicated your role as a parent.
That's not
You're saying
true.
there's a 15-year-old kid and he's going to do what he's going to do. There's nothing we can do about it. How is that not abdicating your role as a father?
The only control that we have over Gabriel is limiting the carrot. That's it.
What are you willing to do?
I'm willing to do whatever.
I'm asking all of you. What are you willing to do?
Whatever it takes. Anything
Whatever it
to
takes.
save our son.
How old was he when you moved?
13.
Yeah, because this was his life, right? I mean, you know, he looks like a happy kid. He's hanging out. He's playing in the snow, fishing, turtles. Big smile, puppies. This is what you want, right?
And then he enjoyed every bit of it. He was always social, ran around our neighborhood, played with all the children.
Then you guys moved.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and concurrent with the move, soon after we start to see pictures like this.
Our lives are being turned upside down by our 15-year-old son, Dawson.
Dawson has gone from a preppy-style child, wearing boots, shoes, preppy clothes, and now he's trying to be gangster. Dawson is dangerous, and he's completely out of control. Soon after we moved, Dawson started hanging around with, to say the least, the wrong crowd. If you ask me, it's a bunch of thugs.
Dawson will get an attitude and call me his bra, and I'm his mother. He started getting into trouble. Dawson was caught distributing pot at school. He was expelled.
Dawson and his friends were caught giving pills to a girl at the local skating rink. Next thing I knew, the police were at our front door bringing Dawson home that night. I was furious. Dawson's become really fascinated with guns.
When you look at his social media page, it's full of him with guns and drugs. Now Dawson's been running away. Just a few weeks ago, Dawson disappeared. We contacted the police.
The local news even ran stories to be on the lookout for him.
Berkeley County deputies need your help to find a 15-year-old runaway. The sheriff's office says Dawson was last seen Monday morning.
After 6 days, the police did find Dawson.
Dawson refused to come back home with us. Dawson said he wanted to stay with his dad's sister, his Aunt Abby.
He was at my sister's house for 4 days, and he took her van and took off. He picked up a 13-year-old girlfriend. He was driving 110 miles an hour down the road and posting it to social media. We were able to track him down.
Now Dawson is back home. Our house is basically turned into a prison.
Dawson's staying in the house pretty much 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We've added extra security sensors and cameras that are just watching his every move.
We even purchased cuffs to keep him in the house. We haven't used them yet. Now when I look at my son Dawson, I just don't know what to do. I'm afraid he's lost.
Biggest fear is he's going to end up in jail or end up dead.
Okay, guys, can we just jump right in here?
Yes, sir.
We're talking about your son. Robert and I raised 2 boys, so I relate to these boys and all the things that they get into and all the temptations that are out there for them. Are you truly surprised that this has come out of the blue?
I'm very surprised. Dawson's always been on the mischievous side, but it did seem like as soon as we moved, the legal stuff started happening. I had no idea he was interested in any criminal activity.
Because this was his life, right? I mean, he looks like a happy kid. He's hanging out, he's playing in the snow, fishing, turtles, big smile, puppies. This is what you want, right?
He enjoyed every bit of it. He was always social, ran around the neighborhood, played with all the children.
Then you guys moved.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and concurrent with the move, soon after we start to see pictures like this.
These all came to light in the last month and a half, where we ran away the first time and we really started digging and trying to find him. Talking to any friends he'd communicated with, he actually started talking with his aunt. So we were able to get some of these images, and it was shocking. It was.
Why were you getting to him? Were you not following him on his social media platforms?
Not on the Snapchat.
He has fake names. We don't know the names of it, so he changes his name into these strange names so he doesn't allow us to be. My husband's not on social media. Grandma was baking cookies. And she let you lick the batter.
From Survivor.
At 16 months old, he battled stage 4 cancer to street cars.
The first time I got locked up in juvie, it was cool. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here with my homies.
What exactly happened here?
I got smacked up.
You said that you were stealing some guns from the wrong person.
We are all scared for his life.
Will he accept his family's help?
We're leaving right now. Can I ask you
bro,
operation?
I'm not leaving, bro.
All new Dr. Phil.
Fruit is vital. You know what I mean? I never seen a fresh fruit or canned fruit the whole time there. You got guys walking around picking through the garbage. You got guys walking around. I've never seen a grown man pick through the garbage in my life in any prisoner jail. An individual, let a man shave, man. You gonna let a man you gonna let a man go in front of a judge and shave looks like damn Neanderthal.
So that's a long list.
Oh, I like this. I like to break it down. I talk too much though,
That's
right?
okay. I appreciate that. I want to give the sheriff a moment to respond.
People laugh about this. Everybody up here is laughing. You know, there's one time I really ain't laughed yet, right? Because I take this seriously.
Yeah,
like, I care about what's
laughing.
I'm saying just like jokes and comments and like that. I take this very.
When you say everybody, and when you say everybody, this is everybody.
Like I said, I'm not here to have a good time. I serve a purpose here. You know what I mean? I'm not having a.
We're here having a good time.
And then this is the thing. You're being irrational.
I think you're here to show out.
I ain't showing. I can show out in the street. I go on Cicero Avenue. I go on 87th. I ain't got to show out right here. I go out the lounge and show out. Come on, now you got me twisted right here. You know what? One thing I was concerned about was if somebody came at me the wrong way when I was in there, because I would have handled it accordingly. But I was always going to give an individual respect. If somebody came at me wrong, I was going to give them respect. But as soon as I walked in the unit, this man looks at me and he's like, Lucky Chucky. I thought my cover was blown within the first minute of being on the unit. I'm like, here we go, you know? And then he went around telling people, oh, I follow him on Instagram, Lucky Chucky, and my name's supposed to be Chase. So from the moment I walked in there, it almost seemed like this whole show was like a game.
First of all, it ain't no game. If anything, everything you do is a game. Everything, hold on.
You're the one that's a game. I'm going to expose him, too.
Pay attention when I'm talking. Pay attention to when I'm talking.
Guys,
Built like that.
Excuse me. Hey.
We ain't doing that.
Like that.
Carlos. Hello. Hey.
Lumi LeGlow 2 for lightweight coverage and effortless glow. By L'Oreal Paris.
The big game is coming, and there's no good time to use the bathroom. So we're giving you a
We'll see.
Carlos.
We'll see.
Carlos. Guys.
You're not built.
Guys.
Hear this man, he tried to come at me like that, like he tough or he thought I in my pants. I just want to know, why would you say Lucky Chucky? If you knew that all the participants weren't supposed to know each other, what would make you point me out like that? When you know you weren't supposed to do that?
You're asked a question, let him answer it. Let him answer it.
I'm going to answer that question.
Thank you.
Because that's all I knew you by. That's all I knew you by. I only addressed you as Lucky Chucky. I didn't know you by Chase. I didn't know you by Chase. Everybody that sees you, they know you by Lucky Chucky.
So there was no moment when you saw him that you thought, this could be a guy who's a participant in the program. Not a moment where you thought that?
I knew he was a participant because he has no reason to be in that list.
Why would you point me out, though? If they knew
it just slipped out. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to take fault for what I did. Me calling you out by Lucky Chucky, that's my fault.
Because I'd rather not know you at all.
All right,
to be honest with you.
That's my fault. But the way you're treating and the way you're talking about all the participants here, laughing and all that, and the way you're reacting right now, honestly, you're reacting like that, and you said it because of the public, and you are recognized on TikTok. So you're feeling right now that you got to defend yourself because all the followings and all the people that know you are gonna look at you as weak. And at the end of the day, I've been to prisons. I've been to prisons just like you. You probably did more time than me, but man, Henry County Jail is nothing. I've been to Rikers and all that. You wouldn't last, homie.
Yeah, I wouldn't last. I was hoping to go to Rikers. I actually asked them.
Guys, you know what we're not going to do?
But you lasted there, tough guy, right?
Gentlemen, don't overtalk me. Guys.
I got a gay bone in my body. Y'all get on like that, but not like me.
You're mad.
Chase, I need you to stop. I need you to stop talking when I'm speaking, please. Both of you. Carlos, I'm over here.
You're blowing kisses at me.
Chase.
That's your attention, though, right?
Chase.
Your blood is boiling. I'm ready to space in your head.
Guys.
My kids gonna be watching this. Look like a little stool pigeon, you know what I mean?
Stop acting what?
Look like a little stool pigeon, you know what I mean?
How much taste, bro? How much taste? How much taste?
You an old bitch.
Chase.
Why you so...
Why you so long kisses at me?
You're so mad.
You know what I mean?
Why you so mad? Tap out.
When you were listening to Mark talk about you, do you think that was a fair characterization where he's basically saying, look, he's putting Dylan at risk here? put him in danger.
Negative, of course not. Because had he known the whole entire situation, he would never said that. It just looked like that based off of what his head was telling him. You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say what my head was telling me. I would say the race was telling me.
Well, I mean, they going by the head,
I was being told on my end he's going to be jumped if he pledges to you guys. And there was communication actually going to the yards. And when I say yards, I mean prison. And it came back that they were to life flight him out, you know?
This was one of a few incidents where David actually thinks he's bigger than what's going on. He thinks he can, like, do his thing. And when he did that, someone had to pay the price for David bringing him in.
Which seems to be a revolving theme around David.
Well, I didn't really bring him in. That's the thing. See, that's why we're here, to clear the rules. No, because I'm a secondary. I got a head above me. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I didn't call that shot.
I think you had more influence than you realized, and you could influence him to, hey man, we can hang out and stuff, but you gotta follow the rules to an extent. So you. But one choice you made had a direct impact on one of the other participants, putting him at risk.
Which one was you when you came? He was a G. I know he was a G. He was in one? Yeah. I hope he over there.
You told Bishaw that Abner is your boy.
Yeah.
Does that compromise your Abner's cover story?
The footage speaks for itself, but my thing is, what were your intentions?
Honestly, this is being honest. No malicious intent. I literally lost sight of myself. I literally was thinking, that's my homeboy. We both from and I remember saying, like, we both from the East Coast. I know he ain't with the woo. For that, I apologize, because I really wasn't. That was just a mental lapse. And, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, look how I'm saying it. I'm saying it like it's okay, like it's cool. I'm not saying it like, yo, go him up. You know what I'm saying? He did it. I'm just talking in general. You feel me? But
I understand that your intention was not malicious, but that's the difference between me and you. I've been there.
Talk about the threat that you felt.
When I read the sign language, it was Chicano, green light, program, snitch, confirmation. And one of the letters he used was SK, like saying shank. And I was like, they're waiting for a shank to come from the other side. I'm not here for that.
I literally was just talking. I got lost in that. Though.
Well, and one of the things that you struggled with is the more power you got, the less things mattered to you. Right. And you can see it in your face there. You're like, it's true. That happened.
Can you understand why Abner was so upset and angry?
I would never question it. You're correct to be upset at me.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been a worse person to say it to. Bishaw was like...
Anybody else I could have pretty much covered. If you told a Chicano...
And then you had problems with him. I didn't know until he confirmed it was you.
Yeah.
And that's why we were all talking. I'm like, oh man, what?
But you do take responsibility.
For sure. No question about it.
For what you did and what happened.
Yes.
Do you forgive him now that you...
Oh, of course. Not only as a Christian, but I know his caliber. And that's not him. Like, man, he's got to know some street smart. But then again, I'm like, oh, he's in law enforcement. He's in the streets. He's in the streets.
No.
But he's a good guy. But he's not the bad guy.
One I can buy online and pick up in store, or get delivered same day. This isn't just a box of Plan B. It's proof that I've got this.
Ronnie, stay shiny. 2 times more durable, so you can use less.
If you're Ashrian, you know it bounce around. If you're Ashrian, you know it go to town. Huggy Skin Essentials diapers have that brand new special liner. Helps protect from apron stick that can cause rash.
Sylvania's headlight experts want to demonstrate just how much visibility your car's headlight bulbs can lose before burnout. So we've taken...
What's America going to think about
of such a conniving, nasty individual. You think I really did a competition? We were all here to do with our careers. How can that happen? You have been here for the wrong reasons. The wrong reasons. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. When you disrespect someone in jail, what happens? You get your ass beat. When you just disrespect someone on the street, you ain't from the streets. But let me tell you what it is. You're gonna get your ass beat. Do you understand me? I am done being nice to you. I took you under my wing, and you are a participant. How dare you, as someone that comes in this program, and all the efforts that everybody here put into this for a little ass conniving little girl. You deserve the street justice, and I will provide you.
Okay, so, Stephanie, hey, Stephanie.
There's a lot of things that were going on between me and Jacqueline at that time.
Why would you want to sabotage another participant in a program that's about assisting the colonel?
There was a target already on her.
So you wanted to help it along?
Yeah, and that's what I did.
You expressed joy that she dropped out of the program. Are you happy now that she dropped out of the program? Has anything changed your mind about that?
To me, everything is still the same. I gotta go with what I've done. My success, I gotta go with what I've done. That's her decision. Am I happy that she dropped out?
Are you happy that she dropped out? It's a simple question, yes or no?
I mean, yeah, I'm happy that she dropped out. It's not like, I hope she would have stayed.
I came in here for a reason, and I was dedicated to improving corrections. And to hear that you turned it into some kind of a game show, and when there were so many issues, so many other things going on, I was shocked and disappointed. All the time you spent attacking her and getting her out, and then taking a great deal of joy in sending her out, could have been spent on reconnoitering, finding out what's going on, and actually being productive. I see what I saw there was unproductive.
She was becoming a target, and again, I was in the jail to do a job, not to be anyone's friend.
You were in there to be on TV, Stephanie.
No, I was not.
I thought you wanted to be on Survivor.
I was in there to do a job, exactly, and I made it to the season finale.
You are a pathological liar. And your credibility is for nothing. Nobody should believe a thing that comes out your mouth.
Really?
Because it's for nothing.
Really?
I was 100% loyal with you. I had your back, even risked after everything that I risked at home. I had your back and put myself in the line of fire just so that you could continue your journey. And I'm a firm believer that you should have went home. And I'm a firm believer that I did not one damn thing to you. And my conscience is clear. We can see what errors. What you see is what you get with me. And I do think you owe me an apology. You need to analyze yourself as a woman and grow.
Jacqueline, that's what I'm saying. I owe you an apology, and I'm about to get there. I do owe you an apology. I'm sorry for lying to you, for trying to get you out, for actually getting you out. I am apologizing for that and throwing you under the bus as many times as I did to get you out. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I thought, like I told them, I didn't trust you at first. And I told them, like, I don't trust her. I thought you was lying to your other inmates about me. So yes, I owe you an apology, and I'm sorry.
One of the participants intentionally broke her cover and compromised the program, and then Colonel Adger, you decided that for everyone else's safety that you would shut it down and would pull everybody out.
Right. In my mind at the time, I was more than angry.
This tiny brush gives the most insane links and definitions.
Greatness hurts. But sometimes you gotta put on your game.
This is all the anger that I felt about everything that had been swirling around. It was directed at you.
When I heard about what happened, I mean, if that word would have got around to where we were, I mean, there would have been a lot of bloodshed, and so that was the stupidest decision I've ever heard of. One of the reasons we all did this show was to make the system better and to find out
you know, why contraband and whatever our reasons were. And then you find out that she's doing drugs and then, you know, fall in love and saying, hey, I'm on a TV show. And if that would have got back to our cell, man, it would have been bad.
With me and Angel, we trained together, and I was real worried about her. And the reason why, because she came in like a firecracker. She had a hat backwards. She's, you know, I loved her right away. Yeah, that's my girl. I'm rooting for her. When I found out that she fell in love with somebody, ain't nothing wrong with that. Love is love, man. You know, you can't stop a heart. But we're your brothers and sisters here. We're the ones that went in there with you. You know what I mean? We went in there with a bond. That we're doing this for the Colonel. We're doing this together. I was so mad because I had a plan to reach out to certain kids out there. And I was touching one at a time. I'm like, man, I'm on a roll. This is it. If I could just touch one person, that's it. You robbed me from that. And I was so mad when I found out, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry, John.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I understand because it's love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's love.
You know, I have no excuse for it. I do not make excuses for myself. I can't even give you an answer for that. You know, I am human. You know, and when I went into this program, I didn't look at those women as inmates. I looked at them as humans who made human errors. So I'm not about to judge somebody for what they've done or what they've been through. Because I've seen it. It's different when you're from the hood and you see that pain and you feel that pain.
So can we turn for a minute and just talk about Gabby?
Are you still with her? You communicating with her?
Yeah, she actually called me the other night. I have a deep compassion for her. I really sympathize with her a lot. And I see how we as humans, we lack compassion for those that actually have been through stuff. We lack empathy and just being able to be like, you know what, you've fucked up, you have done drugs, you have done this, but I love you regardless.
There's a bit of a gap between,
there is extreme
between
gap.
I have empathy and sympathy and I love you as a human being and I want to have sex with you.
Whoa. First, let's stop there. I do love Gabrielle, and I have not stopped loving Gabrielle. So.
Said that you really looked at the inmates around you as human beings and you really struggled with the way you feel like they're dehumanized just by the virtue of the fact of being behind bars, and that was
to manipulate, to deceive somebody.
I did not trust Gabby, not one bit. Not one bit.
Do you have regrets about what you did?
No, I don't.
You really should.
I should.
That come and go. I used to think, why me? My symptoms made me miss work, miss out with my kids. I said, enough. You are stronger than this. Keep fighting.
Take on HS differently with Cosentyx. It works from the inside to target a believed source of inflammation that may cause HS. Reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur.
I found help. I found relief. You're not alone.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
move on to your story. You went from living with your parents to living in jail. Right. Big change. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Yeah. What did your parents say when you said to them, hey, I'm going to go to jail? They were like, well, I think that's the wrong decision. I don't understand why you would even want to do that. What did you want to prove to your parents by doing this? Just that I didn't have to call them to bail me out of everything, because I'm the first to admit that I grew up pretty privileged and never had to ask for anything and relied on my parents for too much. So this was a good opportunity for me to do something independent.
Were you surprised at the way Dennis treated you?
I was trying to keep that agreement and kind of stay away and to protect myself and protect him as well. I always had your back if anything was to happen. I always had my eye on you.
I see now through the confessionals what you said, that you probably did have my back, but I didn't feel that way while I was in there.
What did you want from Dennis? I mean, as a practical matter, what could he have done?
I didn't get in a lot of situations where I was in danger. I didn't get in fights with people or anything, you know? So there's nothing that I needed from you. I felt weird, but at the same time, like, I get it now, like, being out of there, like, you know, I shouldn't have came up to you the way that I did, because it could have potentially looked like, you know, I had met you before or something like that.
I mean, I just think that, yeah, you definitely should have either said something, because I didn't know that you were going through anything. I thought everything was fine.
I didn't feel at the time that, like, you had my back or anything, so you wouldn't have been someone that I would have talked to anyways.
You're not alone. As far as, like, you were deteriorating, I was too. Yeah. And I just want to apologize because, you know, I feel bad. Like, I knew I could have said something.
Tony, what did you remember about Alex?
I feel like, you know, all he was doing was just doing laps all day. Yeah. But honestly, my personal opinion to you, listen to your parents.
So you think that Alex made a mistake by getting into the program?
Right. With all of us sitting up here saying safety first, that was a mistake for him coming.
But when was my safety ever in jeopardy? When was I ever in a situation where somebody was trying to fight me or trying to take my? Because that never happened. And I'm tired of people saying that I was, like, you know, in a dangerous situation or anything, because nothing happened to me. I didn't get in any and it started to piss me off.
Let him finish.
So I'm tired of it, everyone trying to appear like that it was this way or what way, because I never was in any drama or anything. Like you said, I did do a lot of laps, but I wasn't.
Take advantage of you extremely easy.
You're the type of person that they're gonna go into your room and take your stuff. You. Yes. When I came in, it was like, yo, we stick together, right? But we're gonna go and attack the little white boys. You get what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to say.
And this is
not being in any danger. No, it never happened.
I'm starting to get pissed.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing happened to you, but you didn't really go try to buy any dope. You smoked some clone, but you didn't try to go buy any, because you probably would have got your ass whipped. That's just the truth. Because you don't know how to communicate on that level. No, it's not bad not to be from that element, but I'm also not going to parachute out over Iraq if all I've been is in damn Cub Scouts. You know what I'm saying? So there's the difference.
Alex, you're a good, pure person.
Right.
That's what we're trying to get at. And you've got to have a little bit of an attitude and a little bit of badness to you to even make it through one day, let alone, how long were you in there for? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
3 and a half.
That's a long time for being in jail, and you did that.
Alex, I'm gonna give you some positive, okay? Out of this whole panel here, all I've heard is bad officers, bad officers, bad officers, bad officers. Not one person in here, but you, have said the inmates wasn't following the rules. So when you was saying cutting in line, yeah, they laughed at you. But in reality, when an inmate cuts in line and causes problems inside that unit, it causes stress for the officer. When all you for addressing that and saying that.
So you did this to show your parents that you could be on your own. Did you get what you'd hoped to with regard to your parents?
I mean, I don't live with my parents anymore, so.
That's good.
Are you glad you did this?
Yes, because it was an experience
And I appreciate having the clarity with you now, because obviously I was misinterpreting what you were doing, you know, for one reason. I was taking it as another, that you didn't like me, or that you didn't, you know. Right. And I know it wasn't like that. And
well, I really had your back for sure.
Well, I'm glad we had this talk. This is what reunions are for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depend keeps you.
Than I do on this.
There's a creepy video going around on Facebook from Strange World Mysteries that's got a lot of paranormal fans talking.
Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby, and text it to me.
It's a business.
My name is Kodak, but you know that already. I don't want the walk, baby, I just want the fatty. Polo to the socks, homie, this ain't Perrielli. Let me get the raw, I'm a ball like spaghetti. It's getting hot in here, the block be hot, no, not Nelly. You can keep the Rari, I'd rather have a Chevy. I don't want no hair lately, I've been getting Becky. I just want the bread, keep the peanut butter jelly. She walked up to me, I was by the bar, she like hello. She rolled up on me, I was rolling up my cigarello. No, I don't fuck with grobbly, if I'm breaking down the elbow. I'm always smoking loud, I can't keep it on the low.
I'm sitting in my healthy atmosphere of fitness. Here's that. Today's team, you're going from crawling trans-schedule. The unbreakable force of no good TV drop on front-line civilian transportation. You don't want a cop car using any means necessary, and you can go to the station, and I shouldn't even say this. Don't get yourselves killed.
Hello, this is 911. What emergency service do you require? Thank you. Police officers are en route to your current location.
I just want the bread, keep the peanut butter jelly. stand over a kid.